This Rajoguna Jnana is always separated knowledge. Separate knowledge means even if you prosper in anything separately, even if you go to heaven, even become a Indra, but that will come under Rajoguna Jnana only. One day or other you will have to be born again. You will have to be born again. That's why one should have Sattva Jnana, but not this Rajoguna Jnanam. Whatever the amount of Jnanam is there, if it is separated, that will come under Rajoguna Jnanam, that will never lead you to salvation. Now coming to the Tamoguna Jnanam. Yattu Krutsna Vade Kasmin, Karye Sakta Mahetakam, Atatva the Vadalpancha Tattama Sabdahrutum. Yattu Krutsnavats Ekasmin. One who thinks that a single entity is everywhere. Suppose this is the clear-cut description about the idol worship. Idol worship and this Prithvi Puja, all these, even the single man worship also. Worshipping a body, thinking that he is God, like that, this all this will come under this Tamoguna Jnanam. Yattu Krusnavat Ekasmin Karye Sakta Mahaitakam. This is most unreasonable. Why? Because Avyaktam Vyaktima Parnam Manjante Mam Abadaya, in the 7th chapter already told Paramatma that I am not a single entity, I am not a single normal shape, I am Avyaktam, I am that is, I am not inexhibitable. So here Yattu Krusnavati, if you think that you suppose if you think an idol or a body, that he is God, that idol is God, no doubt you worship. If you worship that idol, but don't think that that idol alone is God, that is the wrong thing. That is most unreasonable. You think that that invisible God, you can assume him in this idol. That is good. But don't think that the idol itself is God. That is wrong. That is the wrong thing in this idol worship. Yattu Krusnavade Kasmin. Even in the shape of the body also, even if you think that that shape is God, no, that is not correct. That is unreasonable. Yattu Krusnavade Kasmin Karye Sakta Mahetakam Atatvarda Madalpancha. That is not at all fact. Adalpancha, that is very trivial. Tattamasamudahrutam, that will come under Tamoguna Jnana. This is the thing. See, how many people are trying to know about God by knowing this slokam, by knowing this description of this slokam. Who are the bhaktas, who are actually trying to get salvation, who are actually trying to know about the God? No, so many people will be abundant here. That's why Manushyanam Sahasheshu Kachid Yatati Siddhaye Yatadamapi Siddhanam Kachinmam Veti Tattataha. In the 7th chapter, Paramatma already declared in these means that simply doing this worship at a particular spot is most unreasonable, and it is trivial also. It will never lead you to salvation. Here, this is the thing. One should keep it in mind. So now, till now, you think that no doubt you do worship outside also, but only for a moment, and because till you see that divine light, you can assume a shape and worship it. But don't think that the shape itself is God, that idol is God. That is most unreasonable. Now coming to all this is about the 3 knowledge of Sattva, Rajas, Tamo Gunas. Now coming to the karma. Niyatam Sangarahitam Aragad Veshata Krutam Afala Pepsana Karma Yattat Sat Sattvikam Uchyate. Now coming to the karma, whatever the action that we are doing, these karmas are also 3 types. What is that? Niyatam Sangarahitam Aragad Veshata Krutam. Sangarahitam means detached from the fruit of the karma. Niyatam Sangarahitam. Niyatam means it should be done, but it should not yield to the attachment. Niyatam Sangarahit Aragad Veshata Krutam. Ragadveshas means attraction and repulsion, attraction and repulsion, or love and hatred. So all these without having these dualities, this dvanda karmas, dvanda phalas, without having, he will be always neutral. He will be always neutral. Niyatam sangarahitam aragat dveshata krutam. Dveshata aphala kvepsna karma. Ultimately, he won't have any attraction or attachment to the fruit of the karma. One who doesn't have an attachment to the fruit of the karma, that karma alone is called sattvika karma. Who will have that? Yogi alone. Yogi alone. Rest of the people, they will be attached. Why? Because ayukta kamakarena phale sakto nibajyate. In the 5th chapter, ayuktaha, a non-yogi, kamakarena, due to that desire on that fruit of the karma, phale sakto nibajyate, he will be bonded. That's why now Paramatma is describing yattu kamepsuna karma sa ahankarena va punaha krite bahurayas. Karma, that is yattu kamepsuna karma sahankarena va punaha krite bahulayasam yat karma raisimataha. That means whatever the karma he will be doing with ahankaram and with this with desire, and he will be spending so much energy. All this will come under rajoguna karma. Now coming to the this tamoguna karma, anubandham chaya, already told, explained, anubandham chayam himsa anapekshasa paurusham moha dharabjade karma tatsatkum tamsa vrataha. So all this coming under this sattvika karma, rajasic karma and tamoguna karma, they are different. They are different. Only the sattvika karma, without having the fruit of this action, without attached to the fruit of the action, that sattvic karma, the person who is doing this sattvic karma is nothing but yogi alone. Yogi alone. Now coming to the karta. Karta means the karta, how he will be mukta sango anahamvadi drutyutsaha samanvitaha sijjasijjo nirvikaraha karta sattvika muchyate. This is also very beautifully explained. This is already explained in the 2nd chapter. Mukta sango, that means detached from the fruit. Mukta sango anahamvadi, without any egotism. Dhruti utsaha samanvitam, with firmness and utsaham, enthusiasm, with much enthusiasm. The sattvika man, that sattvika karta, he will be doing with much enthusiasm. He will never hesitate to do action, but he will be doing with much enthusiasm and with firmness and without any egoism and without any attachment. Sijjasijjo nirvikaraha. He will be never perturbed whether the fruit of the karma, whether it is fulfilled or not. This is told in 2nd chapter. Yogastha kurukarmani sanganchaktva dhananjaya sijjasijjo samobhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Yogastha kurukarmani. You do yogam and do karma outside. Whether it is yajnam or dhanam or tapah, whatever it might be, first you do yogam. Yogastha kurmani sanganchaktva dhananjaya. Then only you will be detached from that karma. Sijjasijjo nirvikaraha. Here also, sijjasijjo samobhutva, whether it is fulfilled or not, samatvam yoga uchyate. That yogam will lead you to balanced mind. With that balanced mind, whatever the action he does, he will be never be attached to that. That karta is called sattvik karta. So, who is that sattvik karta? Yogi alone. Yogi alone. Sijjasijjo nirvikaraha. Karta sattvakam uchyate. Now coming to the karta of rajasam, rajoguna karta, ragi karma phala prepsu lubdo himsatmaka asuchihi harsha harsha sokanita karta rajasam smritaha. So here also he says, Ragi, one who is always longing for the fruit of the actions. He will be much enthusiastic for the fruit of the actions. Ragi, karma phala phepsu. So he will be longing for the fruits of the action, and Ragi, karma phala phepsu. Lubdho, he will be always miser. He will be miser. He will be always greedy. He will try to grab away the money of the others. Himsatmako asuchihi. Whatever the injury may be, whatever the violence may be, he will never hesitate to do that violence to others, even for himself also. And asuchihi, he will be never pure. So the Sattva-guna man will be always pure in the sense, pure with the body and pure with the mind by doing yoga sadhana. But this man, Rajoguna man, this Karta, he will be always impure, he will be longing for the fruits of the actions, and he will be always doing violence, and he will try to grab away the money from others. That is Lubdho, Himsatmako Asuchihi, Harsha Sokanvitaha, Harsha Sokanvita. Whether that action yields some good result, he will be joyful, and if it gives negative results, he will be perturbed, he will be painful. So he will be with dual extremities, whether he will be painful or will be joyful, depending upon the fruit of the action. He will be always in duality. That dual action with that mind, he will come under this Rajoguna Karta. So whatever the action you see, till now what you are seeing in this world, even if you had in the past, all these karmas who are aspiring for the fruits of the karma, they will come under this Rajoguna Karta. He will never get this salvation. He will be never liberated from this bondage. Now coming to the Tamoguna Karta, Ayuktaha, Prakrutaha, Sato, Naishkrituho, Alasaha. Ayuktaha, Prakrutiko, Stabdaha, Sataha, Naishkritiko, Alasaha, Vishadi, Dirghasutricha, Karta Tamasa Vrataha. Now the Tamoguna Karta will be like this. So you can compare whatever you are seeing in this world, how these people are doing all these karmas, whether they are actually trying for salvation or worshipping God or not, you can understand by hearing all these descriptions. Ayuktaha, that means non-yogi, an unsteady man who is having fickle mind, oscillating mind. That Ayuktaha, Prakrutaha means he will be always with a vulgar nature, he will be always materialistic. Ayuktaha, Prakruta, Stabdaha means he will be always unmoving, he will be unbending, without any modesty to the others, whether to elders, even for gurus or the great jnanis, even to God also. He will be Stabdaha, he will be never bending, he will never prostrate before gurus or devatas or great people, but he will be always looking like a stagpole. So Stabdaha, Ayuktaha, Prakrutaha, Stabdaha, Sataha means he will be always cheatful, he will be cheating, he will try to harm others. And Naishkritikaha means he will be deceiving others, he will be doing harm to others, and he will harm for himself also by involving all these karmas. That Tamasic Karta, Vishadi, he will be despair, he will be despairing. Despairing means he will be always try to express his inability to in front of others. He will try to derive sympathy from others, not revealing that his inability, but only thing is he will try to derive sympathy from others. He will be despaired. So like that he will be exposed that he is incapable. But Dirghasutricha means this is a very beautiful word. Procrastinating means he will be spending much time for a trivial thing. That work can be done within a small period of time, but he will spend much time because he doesn't have any brain to how to solve it, that problem. So that called is Dirgha Sutra. Regarding this word in Mahabharata, Bhishma says to Dharmaraja in Shanti Parvam, there is a story of beautiful story of three fishes. The names of the fishes are Dirgha Darsi, Prapta Kalajna, and Dirgha Sutri. Most of the people who have read this Bharata, they were fond of this story. That is, Dirgha Sutri means, Dirgha Darsi means the person who is having future knowledge. The Sattvagunapi man will be having future knowledge and he will try to escape from the danger coming in front of him. That is called Dirgha Darsi. That fish is called Dirgha Darsi. And Dirgha Prapta Kalajna. Prapta Kalajna means he will be try to escape from the danger then and there itself. He will never try to know, see the future. Simply try to escape from the danger then and there itself. That is Prapta Kalajna. That fish. Second fish, Dirgha Sutrija means this will never have, he will never have any knowledge. Alasaha, he will be always lazy and dull and docile. He will never react and he will be postponing with all these actions. So this Tamoguna man will be always behaving like this. This Dirgha Sutri means he will be having a long rope thread. That thread means he spends time and energy unnecessarily for a small trivial things. This Karta will come under this Tamoguna Karta, coming to Jnanam, Karma, Karta, coming to the this Buddhi and Dhruti. Buddhi and Dhruti, Buddhi Vedam, Dhrutechaiva Tribhidhum Gunadasruno, Pochamanam Asheshana, Pradakena, Dhananjaya. Now coming to here the three varieties of this Buddhi, that is intellect, and Dhruti means the Dhairyam, the dharana, the concentration, the braveness, the firmness, all these qualities of this dhruti. So coming to the buddhi means intellect. The people having this sattvika buddhi, he will behave like this. Pravrittincha, nivrittincha, karya karye bhaya bhaye, bandham mokshancha yaveti buddhi sapartha sattviki. Pravrittincha, nivrittincha. Pravritti means, pravrutti. Vrutta means cycle. That what is that cycle? Wheel of that birth and deaths. So, if you do any karma, whether it leads to this wheel of birth and deaths or get away from this nivritti, that is, get away from this birth and death cycle, you will definitely know about this, whatever the thing. So, pravritti, nivritti. Most of the people, they will be indulged in this pravritti only. Just before this starting this session, one doctor already questioned all these karmas that those are told in Vedas, whether they are also karmas or not. No doubt they are karmas. They will come under pravritti karmas only. Here also, now Paramatma distinctly telling that pravrittincha, nivrittincha, karya karye bhaya bhaye. What is to be done, what is ought to be done, what is ought not to be done, what is the fearful thing, what is unfearful thing, what is pravritti, what is nivritti, and bandham mokshancha, what is going to be bonded, what is going to be liberated. All these factors a sattvika buddhi man will be having, knowing. So, which is going to be bonded? One who are doing outside karma. Which is going to be liberated when he is going to getting inside. Yogen antarmukhi buddhis tato nasate tamaha. Adi Shankaracharya told already in Bhashyam, in the caption of the Kathopanishad, he has already told that yogena antarmukhi buddhihi. With that yogam only, he will have antarmukhi buddhi. Rest of the people, they will have Bahirmukha buddhi. That Bahirmukha buddhi, people will come under this Rajogunam and Tamogunam. Now he is going to tell. That is, Yaya dharma madharmancha karya karya mevacha ayadhavat prajanati buddhi sapadha rajasi. Yaya dharma madharmancha, the Rajogunam man, the Rajoguna man will be having Ea Dharma Madharmancha. He doesn't know what is Dharma and Adharma. Karyam Chakaryame, what is Karyam, what is to be done, what is not to be done, he doesn't know. Ayadhavat Prajanati. As it is, he cannot understand whether it is Dharma or Adharma. He cannot know the exact nature of that Dharma or Adharma. See, the definition of Dharma is so many varieties, so many things are there, but exactly if you want to know, that is told in Mahabharata, that is told by Bhishma to Dharmaraja, Sahi Dharma Supriyapto Brahmana Padvedanam Naiva Dharmi Nacha Dharmi Nachaivi Subha Subhe. That Dharma alone is called Dharma. That means knowing about Brahman is called Dharma. Rest of the things, whatever you know about this nature outside, they will neither be called as Dharma or Adharma. But Dharma here is means knowing about the Brahman. That Dharman, this Rajoguna man will never understand about this Dharman. Dharman, Adharmam, Karyam Chakaryame Vicha, what is to be done, what not to be done. Ayadhavat Prajanati, he doesn't know what is that exactly, he doesn't know what is Dharma and what is Adharma. That man, with that knowledge, with that quality, he will come under this Rajoguna Buddhi. That intellect is called Rajoguna Buddhi. Now coming to the Tamoguna Buddhi. Tamoguna Buddhi means Dharmam Adharmam iti manyante tamsavrutaha. Sarvardhan viprayitamascha buddhi sapadha tamase. He is quite opposite to the Satvika man. He is in the Rajogunam quality, he simply doesn't know what is good, what is bad, what is Dharma, what is Adharma. But the Tamoguna man, he will act quite reversely. He will quite act reversely. Adharmam dharmamiti. Whatever the Dharma, that means to know about God, he will say, he will feel that it is a Dharma. If we say that behaving in this outer world is Adharma, means he will say that it is Dharma. Adharmam dharmamiti. Manyante tamasavruta. Because he is already covered with this darkness. Because he is having less energy, less sufficient energy, with this darkness, his brain will be working in a diverse manner. Sarvardhan viparitamascha. He will be perturbed, perverted. His knowledge will be perverted. He will be thinking otherwise. And Sarvardhan viparita buddhi sapadha tamasi. That buddhi, that intellect of is called tamas tamoguna buddhi. So the man with tamogunam, rajogunam and sattvagunam, they will be having intellect. But this intellect will be different. That intellect which is leading to nivruti, that is called sattva buddhi, that yogi alone will have that buddhi. So whether it is jnanam, whether it is a buddhi, whether it is a karma, whether it is a karta, all these yogis only with sattva jnana means yogi alone will have that sattva buddhi or jnanam or whatever buddhi. Coming to the Dhruti. Dhruti means here, Dhruti means firmness, Dhruti means braveness, concentration, dharana. In the Ashtanga Yogam, the Dhruti means dharana is nothing but Dhruti. Here, Yavatu dharmadha kama, Dhrutya yaya dharayate arjuna, prasangena kala phalakanchi, Dhruti sapadha rajase. Here, this slokam is very, very important for this world. Yaccha karma nabandhaya sa vijjaya cha mukyate vijjate ayasaya parankarma vijnanya selpanaipunam. In Vishnu Puranam it says, Yaccha karma nabandhaya, which karma that doesn't yield to bondage, sa vijjaya cha muktaye, that knowledge will never yields to this salvation. Ayasaya parankarma, rest of the karmas, they will lead you to only exhaustion of energy only. Vijjanya selpanaipanam. Only the sculpture only remain, but it won't have any life in it. Like that, the rest of the karma, they won't have any life in it. Only the sattvaguna jnani will be having that life in that sculpture. So here also, Yayatu dharmartha kaman. Here also there are three words where Paramatma is mentioning. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. See, in everywhere you say, if you hear the stories of anything, you will be hearing these four words. Dharma, artha, kama. Dharma means, that means, you can say dharma means duty. Simply we say that dharma. Artha means wealth. Kama means desire. Moksha means salvation. But most of the people, they will be combining the three words to this salvation. But Paramatma, he has excluded this moksham from these four words. Yayatu dharmartha kaman alone. Dharma, artha, kaman, not moksham. Not moksham, he has told, excluded. Yayatu dharmartha kaman. Dharma means already told, that is, if you want to know about God, that is dharma. Rest of the dharma, they will come under this rajoguna dharma. Artha means wealth. This wealth is, what is this wealth? This wealth is only wealth about this world, this wealth, possessions. Kamans means the desires yielding results. The fruits yielding kamas, they will come under dharma, artha, kaman. Dhrutyaya dharayate Arjuna. Prasangena falakantri. Now he has mentioned clearly. Prasangena falakantri. Prasanga means with attachment. Sangena, not attachment. Prasangena, that means completely attached to the karmas. Falakantri, he will be totally indulged with the fruits of the action. So, whatever the dharma, whatever the artha, whatever the kama, when he is with this attachment and the mind on the fruit of the action, that will come under this rajoguna dhruti. So, dharma, artha, kaman are not at all useful for salvation. The dharma, artha, kaman, they are quite different. There is separate depth in them. That dharma is leading to Brahman. That ardham is that is about the knowledge about the Brahman. Kaman means that desire leading to Brahman. Those are the dharma, artha, kaman, not these ordinary dharma, artha, kaman. This will lead you to rajogunam only. Those three things will lead you to salvation. In that sense only, dharma, artha, kama, mokshas are there. But whereas the persons who are doing with this, with attachment and with desiring the fruits of action, they will never lead you to the salvation. So, prasangena falakantri buddhisa dhrutissapadha rajasi. Coming to the tamoguna dhruti. Tamoguna dhruti. The tamoguna people will all be having braveness. They will be having firmness. But that will come under this tamogunas. You, for example, I will tell you the just a story, but let me tell you about this slokam. Yayatu swapnam, yaya swapnam bhayam sokam vishadam madamevacha namuvinchadi durmedha dhruti padha tamasi mataha. Yaya swapnam means here sleep. Yaya swapnam Vishada madame bhayam sokam. Bhayam means fear. Sokam means grief. Vishada madame vacha. Despair and madam means ahankaram and this conceitment. So without leaving the people, without leaving these bad qualities, he will be formed. The tamoguna dhruti man will be having firmness, but with all these bad qualities. For example, Billa and Ranga. There are two persons who did rape to a lady. For that they were sentenced. They were given punishment for the sentence. They were strangulated sometime, some 3 or 4 or 5 years back, for their bad rape done to a female. For that they were sentenced. Then before that sentencement, before the strangulation, simply, what is your last desire? The people asked. They didn't ask anything. Simply give me cigarette, and finished off this cigarette, I will go to strangulation. So that firmness is also, it is a firmness. That is also dhruti. But that will come under tamoguna dhruti. So most of the people, they will be brave enough, but they will don't leave all these bad qualities. Like that, some rajoguna we also will having braveness, but they will be having with attachment to the fruits of the karmas. So this rajogunam and tamogunam, they will never lead you to salvation. Drucha yaya dharayate manah pranendriya kriya. That is very important. The entire Bhagavad Gita, this slokam is also very important. What is that? Drucha yaya dharayate manah pranendriya kriya. Yogena avyabhicharena dhrutissapadha satviki. With yogam, manah pranendriya kriyaha. Manaha, mind. Indriya means senses, kriyas means actions. Actions by what? Life force. So the life force, the mind and the senses, and all these will combining by yogena. Yogena avyabhicharena. Vyabhicharena means movable, always oscillating, chanchalam. Avyabhacharana means achanchalam, immobile. With doing this pranayama, this yogam only, he will have this stable mind, stable senses, and stable actions, stabilizing all these prana shakti by doing pranayama. That will come under this sattvika dhruti. This will also be told in future in the second part of the 18th chapter also regarding the sattvika dhruti. Now the sattvika dhruti is nothing but doing pranayama. The yogi alone will have this sattvika dhruti by controlling these senses and the mind, by having control on this pranayama or this life force. That yogi will have this sattvika dhruti. Rest of the people, even though they have this firmness, this they will come under this non-yogis will come under this rajoguna dhruti or tamoguna dhruti. So till now we have finished this chagam, jnanam, karma, karta, buddhi, dhruti. Now coming to the this sukham, the pleasure. What are these pleasures? This pleasure is these are of three types. That means sukham tvidanam, trividhan srunume bhartarshabha abhyatsa dramate yatra dukkhantam negacchati. These pleasures are of three types. Again, they will be divided into sattva pleasure, the rajogunam and tamogunam. All these pleasures they will be having, enjoying